Truman International, Field Marshal, no partial. You don't know we are 5-star general. You don't know Motivation Academy. Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to the main event. The beat maker from Jamaica. Stevie Culture. Well, I got what it takes to rock the place. When Stevie Culture in the place, you turn up the face. People rocking all night with smile on their face, on face, on face. You know what? Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. And you know when the beat start bouncing, and then people start jumping, you hear the beat and you got to do something. Well, even the baby in the beat start bouncing. We're rocking the stadium, the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound, making you know I am the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear it down. You wanna know why? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Hey, the lyrics of the songs I sing, I don't have to edit. If I got to do that, forget it. True man make this beat so he'll get all his credit. Go tell your own world that Steve Culture said it. Making music is so easy. I'm play my tracks for my friends and they all say, wow, you used to be sharp, but you're much sharper now. You wanna know how? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. True man, yo, the people of the vibes and the beat and the energy. Everywhere we play, people always admire we. Buying up our CDs, coming to our party. Tell we how much in love with style and with energy. Everywhere in the world, that Stevie Culture go. People want me to stay, they don't want me to go. Them screaming, shouting out for more, packing up the dance floor. Always need an encore, because I came to make you rock. I got the boom style to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Yo, when the beat start bouncing, people start jumping. Hear the beat and you got to do something. Even the baby in the crib start bouncing. Rocking the stadium, the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound. Make them know that we're the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear things down. Who tell them say, yo, 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 Mr. Me tougher than steel, tougher than rock. Concrete, tough, we tougher than that. Tough to the core, tough to the max. Not backing down, cause we don't take chat. Move out of the way when the train is on the track. Cause anytime we start, yo, we never gonna stop. We rock them from to a straight up to a head top. Rasta said that you know. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the boom sound to make it pop. When we stop, when I stop, we're gonna take you to the top. We got the beat to make you, we got the beat to make you rock, got the beat to make you. We've got the groove, we make them dance out of them shoes. Wicked people get confused. Rastaman them cannot abuse. Them system we refuse. Try and test the Rastaman, you know you have a lose. Babylon out the road, them get confused when them see people dancing out of them shoes. Yeah, you hear the news? Such a wonderful word. Look across it.
Look across it.
Rise and shine. This is your time. This is Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. We bring love to the woman of the world. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are. With a good vibration, positive meditation. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Tell it if you can. Love for the woman of the world. Love for the boys and girls. Love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Love for the woman of the world. Love for the boys and girls. Love protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love Motivation Academy. Love Motivation Academy.
Wake up, now rise and shine. Truman Show is a journey of a lifetime. I'm back. Hold on, we'll put a bit of light. You can see me probably better. It's a bit of a cloudy day today, but it's okay. The sun always shine. We always shine, of course. The sun always shines. It's just over the clouds. Just we don't see it, but it's shining. Yeah, it's on another shiny day. Another shiny day. What did I mark today? Live full and die empty. You know, live full. Okay, live full. For sure, right now, in this time, in this moment, I don't have, I have access to the possibility of getting in touch with magnificent experience. But right now, right here, what I have at my disposition is this, a computer, a certain tools that I have, sound system, music, everything, to make it happen. Like, this is what I focus on. You know, on living full in the moment, so that when I get to the end, I'm empty. You know, you don't want to die. You don't want to die with your song inside. So you got to release that song. You got to find a way to release that song, to release that gift, because we're all gifted with something. It's just we have to work on it. You know, if you don't work on it, it's not gonna come to see the day. And that's it. Living full for me, for sure. I can say right now with what I have, I'm living fully in the moment, fully, and I have the desire to live full. Now, will I get all the experience in the moment? No, they're gonna come as I take more action, more connection, more then other stuff, bigger stuff will come. You know, like that's how I see it. I will not get in nothing that I cannot handle. So what should I do? Live full or live in fear? At one point, you make sense of this stuff. I think you become old enough at one point to make sense of all this. Maybe, but some realize these stuff. I think it's not a matter of age or time or stuff. It's just a matter of having a conscience, having a spirit, This is what I'm going to talk about again with PT, that spirit thing, why some people are very, very enlightened, inspired, driven, while some others absolutely no life. They are empty on the inside, empty while they live. And that's the fact. That's a reality. Most people are empty while we live. So you have to live full. Live full. You know, do what you can where you are. Never, bonjour, Godefroy. And never be satisfied. Never be satisfied of your potential. Like if you, like I do something here today, I know tomorrow I can do better. And I have always that spirit of trying, of doing better the next day, and getting fully in touch with the moment, with what I can use in the moment to create. Like I just Like yesterday, I was focusing a lot on creating that interview with Naman. Naman is coming to Montreal, to Quebec, 2 dates. He's the 14 in Montreal and the 16 in Quebec. So I would like to interview him. So yesterday I was on this. And, always keep yourself busy in projects and keep your mind occupied to stuff that matter. Pas compliqué, là. It's not very complicated. It's just we focus too much on stuff that is not really relevant for our life. And yeah. Spirit question. Yeah, spirit question. We're going to focus a bit more on this, on why, because there's a big inquiry there, right there. There's a big inquiry why some people have that spiritual, that not so, okay, spiritual. You can interpret that word many ways. To me, being spiritual is being in touch with yourself. That's all it is. To me, that's all it is. It ends there. It's being in touch with yourself. Knowing, having an idea who you are. Maybe not knowing completely, but eventually you will. Eventually you will, if you have enough questions. If you're dead inside, if you're empty inside, you will not get quality, and you will not, first of all, have quality questions. You will have the basic stuff, and even that we can't even overstand the basics. So it goes very deep, but it's not because I overstand everything and I'm the best and I'm the Jesus Christ here coming to save the earth. Has nothing to do with that. I'm just a regular man, but I can see clear in the nonsense and then in the Babylon nonsense. So that's why I can't really stay silent. That's what I'm supposed to do. Live in a world and stay silent. I think too many of us are silent. Too many of us are silent. Too many of us are in confusion. Too many of us are under the illusion of knowing. And that creates a fake reality for everyone. For everyone stuck in that, because there is people are, doing that stuff. There is occultists, and we participate, and we become very empty at one point. If we choose Babylon, we'll become very empty. Empty, it's the substance. You got to put some substance inside. That spirit also, that spirit for me is a lot the substance you have inside. If you're empty inside, you have no substance, no vibe, nothing. You're freaking living dead, like you're only here, like a leaf in the wind. Like, put some substance in yourself. Very important. I think the substance is what will carry you very, very far. If you put great substance, like something very strong inside, and you cultivate it, nurture it, and energize it every day, you cannot fail. Life wants you to win. So life wants me to win. It's just I can't be arrogant with life. I can't be arrogant and rushing things and rush everyone and like a rat race. It doesn't work this way. It's a divine thing. First of all, it's not. I'm not here to save the world or to impress the world I'm here to find myself, to find out all the capability so the moment I start living full, I just go on and live fullier every day. A fullier life, fullier, can you say that? And that's where my focus is, not on changing other people or come on. So I focus, I know where I realized where the battle was, and I said it in videos on the side of the river. Said I'm going internal, and I think it's time. But that's what happened. And when you go so far, at one point, you realize that it's everything outside. What is it going to change in my life? Like, I have to change. I have to change. I have to change my vice. I have to have more substance. I have to shine more. I have to be more responsible. I have to be more present, more creative. All these things come, and this is all natural. It's not something that we should like forcefully induce ourselves with. It should come natural to be creative. That's what we are, co-creators. So are we a couch potato or co-creators? Like, at one point, it's like, get up the couch and fulfill your divine mission, your sacred mission. Call it whatever you want, but there are both good. There are both good and evil forces out there. Some generate. Yeah, that's it. And believe, trust me, the forces are there. The evil forces are there. The evil forces for me is everything that is negative in this world. You know, evil for me is not a big banana on a cloud, red with horns and stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It's the evil, it's the forces. Same like there's the divine forces, which I think are a lot more powerful than the evil vibes. But again, you look at the world and you're like, okay, maybe the evil vibes are more powerful. But I think it's just because the evil vibes is all the comfortable stuff in there. Is all the comfortable stuff, the you know the easy life, the program life. You don't have to think, you don't have to do nothing. Society will define everything for you. This is the evil side. Where the divine side, you got to find yourself, got to work on yourself, got to be more generous, more present. More, it requires you to be present. So just that is a big thing. Yeah, Zion versus Babylon. Exactly. That's what it is. At one point, it's either you leave that Babylon stuff or bonjour, Suzanne. You know, we must remain focused also in the process because that's it. It's easy to lose focus in this world. There's so much nonsense, so much stuff we can be seduced by. So much stuff to be seduced by each and every day. That's why each and every day it's a must to remind yourself to stay focused. Each and every day, I get up. It's a new day. It's a new vibe. So everything is brand new. That's how I want to feel. But I want to feel more of that stuff, more and more. You know, live full for me is big. It's big. I'm working on getting there, but it's going to be very big. There's going to be a lot of lots of tribulation, lots of questioning, lots of inquiry before I really. Because live full for me would be to have all the experience I want to have here. All the stuff I want to get in touch with, the people, the projects I want to bring to life. All this is part of living full. So I'm not living full, but I'm living full in the moment. But even that, I could do more. There's always, you could always do more in a day. In just one day, you can change your whole life. You can change your whole life. Anything can happen in a day. You can die in a day. You're born in a day and you're gonna die in one day. So anything can happen in one day. Imagine. You came here in one day. You'll be gone in one day. So in one day, you can make a lot happen, okay? If you can die and you can born, you can come to life here in just that amount. Imagine if you use your brain and all your conscience and consciousness and whatever and start to think to bring something to life, to create something so you feel alive too, so you have a legacy behind you. When you leave, you're not just like a leaf in the wind passing by. It's reality. Most of us are like that. Like we do not. We barely leave a footprint here. Barely leave a footprint. Like you gotta leave you gotta leave something behind. That's my goal. My legacy is love. His love is genuine love. I hope. I'm trying to. I'm trying to be. I'm very genuine with my person. Very genuine with my person. So if I work and work and work on calibrating those vibes inside, and I stop feeling all the nonsense and stuff, I can be a very, very radiant of light, like beacon of light, beacon of hope, beacon of change. I aspire to that for sure. What do you think I aspire to? Sit on the couch? No, I aspire to great stuff in life, and I'm going there. It's going to take time, but I'm very patient. You look at me. I've been here each and every day for the last year and something months, some months. So and to me, it's just like I'm starting like every day. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. You know what I mean? Like, so I can be here for long because I can be very, very patient with that thing. And to me, it's a hobby. In the first place, it's something to elevate to, but it's also a hobby. It's an habit. It's an uplifting moment. So it has a lot of positives. So that's why I keep doing it too. Come on. I think it's much better that I get up in the morning, that I come here, talk to you, liberate my trauma, liberate my fears, and break free from all the nonsense. And then I keep living in it and sit in front of the couch and open TV and watch the news. I think it's much better that I come here and deliver my trauma, liberate my trauma. That's what I have the intention to do from the beginning, is clearing that trauma, that nonsense, that all those bad feeling of envy, jealousy, and all this has to go. I still get them today. I still get them. It's very, very, very hard to stay positive. I might look very positive. I try to really each and every moment to not like let other people vibe affect me, but sometimes, it's like yesterday yesterday we went on the side of the river, me and Kim and Gavin, and sometimes you can feel the vibe of people from far, the low vibe, the separation. You feel the separation. You feel the division. You feel the division. This is what I feel from people, and I feel the fear. So sometimes it's very, very hard to that's why I don't like to mix too much with other people, and I tend to stay alone and enjoy my solitude, because I pick up the vibe of people easily. So if they're negative, if they're very much, and if they're strange, because most of them are very strange, living in fear, and you pick up that fear, you sense that fear just when you talk to them. Sometimes I just go out and I start having a little bit of and you can feel the fear. Look, you can feel the fear when you see someone getting out their house and they're big, like I seen it here, not far from me. They get out and they with their children, and child is what, 3 years old, not even 2 years old, and there's a little bit of sun, and the mother puts sunscreen, like a sun lotion. Like, is there something more worse than putting sunscreen on your skin? Like, it's complete nonsense. All those chemical products, and they're so nonsense. But we're so asleep, and we don't question anything. Even that, there's so many action we do. We don't question, and it totally doesn't make sense to put cream to protect yourself from the sun. What is that? You're born with a freaking solar tube cream? I don't need fucking cream. I'm solar powered. I'm solar powered. I love the sun. I can sit in the sun for hours. I'm solar powered, and I know I need that stuff. But if you're afraid of the light, you think the sun is gonna, like, you have all those nonsense stuff, and you just teach. After that, you're gonna teach your fears to your children, because now your children pick up the fear also of the sun. Like, they're gonna be afraid of the sun all their life. So nonsense, this life. People are so disconnected from reality. There's so much in fear and disconnected from reality, living empty. Living empty. This is what's happening. I don't care you like it or not, but that's what's happening. We live too empty. And we're completely senseless. Completely senseless. We don't even question our action. We don't question the government, okay? You can be asleep for the government stuff and all the nonsense, but at least question your action. Question your action. That's what we don't even do. We eat all kinds of scrap. We put all kinds of scrap on our skins without questioning, without any lotion, any cream, armpit stuff, which is very bad. There is natural product you can use. There's not only a nonsense factory chemical stuff out there. But anyway, we don't question anything, so we become very, very numb, and we become empty. And then if you don't decide to wake up, to wake yourself up, to really feel life fully, feel life fully, that means live full, you will die empty. You will die full. You will die full with your song inside. Liberate that stuff. Liberate that stuff. We don't want to die with our song inside. No freaking way. Public speech is important. You exercise your influence. You spread some sense. But that's what I'm trying. I'm trying some. Don't erase your message, Godfrey. Leave it there. That's a great message you said. Don't need to erase them. Even if you make mistake typing, I will see it. I will see it, and I know when you make mistake, it's not a problem. I can decode it. But no, yeah. Yeah, you spread some sense, exactly. That's why public, any speaker, it's good to have speaker. Sometimes we need each other in a way to teach, to learn. There's so much we have to learn from each other, and some people don't have very big ego, so they get in touch with others very easily. Like, it's very easy for me to come here and connect with you guys. I love you, and I have love in my heart, and all I want to do is connect with great. I know there is more. Like, I've never really met Satan, but I've met Satan. I mean, I've seen it in action. People being evilly possessed, but I mean, I've seen a lot of good people here, a lot of good people on this earth, and I think there's a lot of good-hearted people, and that's why I come here on YouTube and I want to connect with the world, because that's the world I live in. Hello? That's the world I live in. What, I'm supposed to be apart? No, I just want to... I see some nonsense out there, so I want to spread a bit of sense. That's all it is. That's all it is. And because I'm using the power of the mind that I have, the power of reflection and all this and the reasoning, and I think together we can make great sense of this life and stop the confusion. It's just an exercise also to heal, stop the confusion, be more, live more fully, live fullier each and every day. Not gonna come from one day to another. Not gonna come, but if we focus, even people, what I have here, work. That's how you get it. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That's it. You are what you do. So do something. That's why I come here and I repetitively do what I have to do, because I know this is how I'm going to get there. It's by, first of all, no one will come here and force me or like tell me to, like, so I have to motivate myself. I have to stay very motivated. That's very important. That's another thing. Sometimes the motivation, they can go out the freaking door when everything goes to shit, and when the shit hit the fan, motivation can go out the door. So that's why keeping that motivation inside of you, and that inspiration and that will to do something even in times of tribulation, and that is making yourself strong is important, because when shit happen or tribulation or more challenging situation happen, you'll cut through and you'll learn from the experience and just get some strength from that. Yeah, you get out the box. That's it. Some critics stay in the box. Oh, yeah, me, I decided to leave the box life. But leave the box life, it's not... everything is a state of mind. So the moment you decide to expand and get out the programming, it's like erasing the programming. It's like formatting your computer. We all need to format that diskette inside. That disk inside needs to be formatted. And once you do this, you install a new program for greatness. Then you got to learn the program. You got to, you don't learn Photoshop in a day. So it's the same thing with life. Life. But today I'm a lot more in touch with life than I was before because I'm getting that feeling, the feeling of aliveness, of being full and not empty anymore. Yeah, this is where discernment comes into play. Know when to stay, know when to go. Exactly. Know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. The Gambler, Kenny Rogers. Great vibe on Byte Radio yesterday. I had to leave a bit earlier yesterday. But I did 6 hours and a half the day before. So I'm like, okay, 2 hours and a half is good. Now we'll be back Wednesday with a showcase, showdown, showtime. Perfect, it's Manny. Yeah, discernment is but discernment to me, discernment, it's like common sense. Discernment should be common sense, but yeah, that came as a And after that, but discernment, discernment, that's it. It's like common sense. It's like making sense of what making sense, making sense of what makes sense. Like sometimes it's because we're so caught up in nonsense that we think it's real. That's what I've experienced all my life. Yeah, yeah. And I didn't have too much discernment and stuff, and I didn't like it. I listen. I was today. I know today. I know that knowing nothing is gonna make me go further than pretend to know something. So if I can, because I have the desire to learn, I have the desire to learn for sure, and to learn, I know I other people can teach me, like PT, Arthur, Santos, you guys. We can all teach each other. And that's why I've created the Truman Show. Also, that was one of the purpose was to hang out, was to make a. I remember. I think I told my other buddies at the beginning. I said we got to make this about connecting with each other. It was massive energy vibe show last. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to. I'm getting there. I'm getting to know more about that DJ stuff. How to do it, how to sustain my energy also all the way, and to when to talk, when not to talk. Like I try to spot the place in the song where he doesn't sing. Like I try to be better, but I'm working on it. It's not like I've never done that in my life. I started on Byte Radio UK, but I know I'm gonna be good at it because I love it. If I love it, if you love something and you put energy into it, it's just a matter of time after. It's just a matter of timing, of exercising, of being present, and nothing you cannot do. Come on, look at who you are, co-creator of this whole reality, and it's just because we decide to sleep and we decide to be dormant. You can decide to be magnificent too. You can decide to shine. You can decide to but the decision part has gone a lot too from the heart of people. I think we have problem taking decision, even deciding what we're gonna eat for lunch. It's the decision part that drives the. We're not driven enough. We're not driven enough to passive with life, and I don't know. We like the passiveness more than the action. So it's just to reverse the thinking. Stop thinking so negative, and once you start thinking more positive, also all these stuff will come to you like more naturally, like shining your light and stuff, and you will see that like not something so weird. Like before, I would have seen it a bit weird. Like even Bob was saying, "Oh, people will fight you down when you see each other." Like it never really made sense of that. Today I make sense of all these saying, of all these quotes, of all these more than before, because come on, clarity is there. Before was confusion is like your camera, but you're not zooming properly. It's blurry inside your camera. And once you start getting more focused and really focused, and the picture becomes very very clear, this is your moment of clarity. If you don't have that moment of clarity, it's just because you don't focus enough on your stuff. That's what I found. And once you really focus on something and really now everything becomes clear. The picture is clear, vivid. You see the colors, you see everything. So it's just focus more. If you still haven't have that moment of clarity with your stuff, focus a little more. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. You reminded me of Free. First conscious DJ in Jamaica radio was shot, killed same time at Peter Tosh house. Oh yeah, I remind you of Free. That's good. I heard about him. Free I think that was it. First conscious DJ on Jamaica. Yeah, I would like to like get far with this DJing thing, but like for now it's on Byte Radio. That's where I put my energy with Bud and Vixta, and I intend to stay there for a while. Like I don't know, it's a great opportunity they gave me, and I'm gonna help them build this thing up, and that's my desire. I want to help. I want to help Bud and Vixta and share with you the music that I love, music that I listen to. Everything I share with you is stuff that I listen myself. I understand. I have to feel comfortable to rise and shine. Yeah, yeah. But the rising and the shining part, like rising, it's not so hard. It's just where if you're afraid to fall, you will never rise. So don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of success. Don't be afraid of nothing. And you will not fail. It's just the fear kicks in. Sometimes the fear and the nonsense and all this stuff, the programming, and then we become very, very untrue, very untrue. And I have to feel. com- yeah, you have to feel for sure. I have to feel comfortable. You see, you got me there. I told you before, don't worry. I understand when you make mistake. I didn't catch that one. Okay, I give it to you. Yeah, feel comfortable for sure, but you have to feel good with yourself. You have to feel good with yourself. You know, the first part of going out in the world and talking with people and speaking and stuff, be comfortable with yourself. Accept yourself. If you do not accept yourself, if you are in fear, if you do not accept yourself, if you do not trust yourself, forget about it. Because people feel that stuff. I feel that stuff. If someone, I can tell someone has tremendous confidence and another one is very nervous or in fear, or you can feel that stuff. Come on, we're numb to reality, but we're not completely numb to people's vibration. We pick that up. Come on, might not be expressed in vibrational terms, but it's expressed in like what we know of life. But yeah, I understand that I have to feel comfortable, but comfortable, I think we're all, but comfortable, I think, is it a comfort zone we're in? And I think it's just because, yeah, that's it. But it's to feel good. If you feel good with yourself, if you feel good, if you have that joy, that desire to share, to connect, to that drive for a contribution, just follow your heart. Follow your heart. Just do it. Don't wait to be ready. You know that's okay. My experience, if I have the wisdom that I have today, I would have done it before. But I've waited a bit. But at one point, I said enough is enough. But because I had that desire, I had that fire in my heart. I don't know me. I always had that stuff. It's all within you, Gigi. Have confidence in yourself first, no matter what. That's it. Don't listen. You know, you gotta tune out the critics inside and outside. Be single-minded, focus. Don't look to the right. Don't look to the left. Look straight ahead. That's my advice to you. Stop looking at the right, looking on the left for people, comments, people, the reaction to your stuff. Do what you have to do. Single-minded, focus on your stuff. Focus, and you'll get there. It's just then after it's just a matter of divine timing and you being patient and you doing the work each and every day and staying positive because your thoughts have a lot of impact on your stuff. I have to feel good. Peace. Yes. You have to feel good. You have to feel that positivity, that fire, all that stuff. Because if you cannot, you will not ignite anything in anyone if you cannot ignite it in yourself. So have that fire within. Raise the fire within, put some wood in it. Make it burn. Make it burn because all that fire within you also will burn the bad vibes. And then the good vibes will be flowing. And that's how I deal with it personally. I am not Mr. YouTube here and I have all the answers. But I reason a lot with life and I use my life to reason and to make sense. And I go out in the world and have experience with people and connect on YouTube, live and die. Like, this is a bit try to do it. Try to do it each and every day. Sometimes I struggle finding something to tell you. Sometimes I that's why the focus, the positivity and all this will bring more inspiration. You know, the more I become positive, the more I focus, the more inspiration I have in the moment, the more I'm capable to focus and talk nonstop, which is what, okay, I don't want to talk nonstop. I want to take breath, but I want to be inspired from beginning, from 7 to 8. You know, no lagging moment, but sometimes I lag a bit. Sometimes I realize that I'm just not focused enough, not present enough. But it's that exercise that I do each and every day to acquire that presence, that focus, and there's a time for everything. Your time will come when the time is right. Your time will come if you take according to the action you take your time will come. Be sure of that. I know my time will come. One day will be my day. One day will be my day. That's for sure. I always say that to Kim. One day will be our day, for sure. I'm not gonna stay in that realm of low vibe and then no, I'm done. I'm going for super greatness, super experience with life. I want to travel. I want to taste life fully. And now I'm traveling the inside for now. That's perfect. When time comes, especially with this travel thing that I keep talking to you about, that I want to go visit other countries and stuff. It's gonna come when it's time for it. Like I don't rush it, and I've only that in mind. But it's a goal. Like you should have some kind of envision some stuff. You know that imagination is very very powerful, and it's the same place in your brain, same stuff as remembering the past. When you start remembering the past, a good event in the past, and you go to imagine it, it's the same. It's the same energy. So use your imagination also. Don't just use that part of your brain to go in the past, but go in the future. It's the same part of the brain. It's just we're so in negativity that we use that part of the brain just to go in the past. Go in the future and imagine stuff. And that will drive you forward. Imagine yourself there. I always imagine myself on stage in front of 80,000 people. That's how I see it. I'm telling myself that I can do it and that I will do it. Like Les Brown did in the Georgia Dome. He had 80,000 people for a speech once. That would be that's the kind of dream I have. You know, talking to 80,000 people in a stadium. I would freak. I would freak. I would probably crumble before getting on stage, but I know I would handle it. Like if you tell me today, okay, you have a speaking engagement there, it would be something. But I would, if it comes, because you can handle it. I'm not in fear. I'm not in rejecting any experience. It's that one can learn and grow from whatever crosses one path. Exactly. But we have so much resistance and so much fear, so much that all our life, there's opportunity, there's signs, there's all kinds of divine vibration. But for some reason, because we're very not in tune with the moment and with our hearts and natural vibes, we miss all this. We miss all the beauty of life, because the negativity, the stress, because we put a lot on our shoulder too. You know, you buy a big house with big mortgage and big cars and the big clothes. You gotta have the brand name, like it's all about showing more than being. So at one point, the gasket blow and that's it. Either you end up in depression or you're very depressed and because you can't get enough of what you don't want, and that's deeply inside. But we have come to worship materials, so we go and slave for that material each and every day too, without even questioning our action. You know, I was not really questioning my action. Why do I do? You know, some questioning must occur. So I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow here. Tomorrow, 7 a.m. Large up, Suzanne and Godfrey in the chat. Keeping that stuff alive. We stay alive each and every day. We rise and shine, for sure. It's the order of the day. More love, more focus. Like I said, if you don't have that clarity, focus a bit more. It's going to come. Yeah. Time for everything, for sure. So large up, family, and I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. We're 7 a.m. Yeah. 7 a.m. each and every day. Large up. Boom. Fishy, fishy. Nice, that aquarium, man. Beautiful. I love the colors. There's others too. There's all kinds. Yeah, kind of. It's relaxing. You know, it's relaxing. It's not little aquarium. There you go. For you, for having a great live up all. Adios, amigos. Adios, amigos. Rise and shine. Live your big story. Go bigger or go home.